Gentlemen, many men believe that simply using olive oil means they are already doing everything possible for their health. Olive oil has earned its reputation, and rightly so, but there is an important truth most people never hear. When olive oil is used on its own, you may be missing a large portion of its real potential. There is a simple ingredient already sitting in most kitchen cabinets that dramatically amplifies what olive oil can do for your circulation, your blood vessels, and overall male vitality. That ingredient is vinegar, especially apple cider vinegar. This is not about chasing trends or miracle cures. It is about understanding how two natural substances work together inside the body. For thousands of years, traditional cultures paired oil and vinegar routinely, not just for flavor, but because they noticed how the body responded over time. Modern science is now catching up and explaining why that pairing was so powerful. When olive oil and vinegar are combined correctly and used consistently, the effect is far greater than using either one alone. As men age, the circulatory system quietly changes. Blood vessels are not rigid pipes. They are living, reactive tissues that expand and relax depending on your body's needs. In younger years, these vessels are flexible and responsive. Blood flows easily where it is needed and recovery happens quickly. But beginning around midlife, and often accelerating later, the inner lining of blood vessels becomes less efficient. The signals that tell vessels to relax weaken. The walls stiffen, deposits of cholesterol and calcium slowly narrow the channels. These changes affect the entire body, but they matter especially for men because some of the most delicate blood vessels are also the smallest. When circulation is reduced even slightly, function and confidence can suffer. Many men assume this is a permanent decline tied strictly to age. That belief is understandable, but it is not entirely accurate. The body retains an impressive ability to repair itself when it receives the right support. Olive oil plays a key role here. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in healthy fats and protective plant compounds that calm inflammation and support the inner lining of blood vessels. It helps maintain healthy cholesterol balance and protects vessels from oxidative damage. This is one reason populations that rely heavily on olive oil tend to maintain better heart and vessel health well into old age. Yet olive oil's most powerful compounds are fat-based, and their absorption depends heavily on the environment in which they are consumed. This is where vinegar becomes critical. Apple cider vinegar provides natural acids and plant compounds that influence digestion, metabolism, and blood vessel signaling. When taken with meals, vinegar helps stabilize blood sugar levels, reducing one of the major sources of vessel damage over time. Stable blood sugar means less stress on artery walls and better long-term circulation. Vinegar also influences blood pressure regulation and supports the natural mechanisms that allow vessels to relax and widen. When olive oil and vinegar are combined, the acidic environment created by vinegar helps unlock and enhance the absorption of olive oil's beneficial compounds. Together, they calm inflammation more effectively, support healthier vessel walls, and improve the signals that regulate blood flow. Instead of working in parallel, they reinforce each other. The result is not an instant surge, but a steady restoration process. Over time, circulation becomes more efficient. Energy levels feel steadier. The body responds more reliably because it is being supported at a foundational level. This combination does not force the body into action. It reminds it how to function properly again. In the next part, I will explain exactly how vinegar contributes to this effect in deeper detail, how blood sugar, pressure, and vessel flexibility are connected, and why this matters so much for men later in life. Apple cider vinegar does more than add a tangy flavor to your salad. Its primary component, acetic acid, interacts with the body in ways that influence circulation, metabolism, and vascular health. When consumed regularly, even in small amounts, it helps stabilize blood sugar by slowing the conversion of carbohydrates into glucose. This effect is especially important for men over 50, who often face increasing insulin resistance and blood sugar fluctuations. Elevated blood sugar, over time, can damage blood vessels through a process called glycation, which stiffens and harms the proteins that keep arteries flexible. By reducing these spikes, vinegar helps protect the inner lining of your blood vessels and supports long-term vascular health. But vinegar's benefits go beyond blood sugar control. It can influence blood pressure through its interaction with the body's regulatory systems. Studies have shown that acetic acid can enhance nitric oxide production, the same molecule that signals vessels to relax and widen. This is crucial because nitric oxide is central to maintaining proper circulation. As men age, endothelial cells, which line the blood vessels, produce less nitric oxide. This reduction contributes to stiffer arteries, higher blood pressure, and decreased blood flow, particularly in smaller vessels crucial for male function. Vinegar paired with olive oil encourages these cells to work more efficiently, improving overall vessel responsiveness. The synergy between olive oil and vinegar is remarkable. Polyphenols in olive oil are fat-soluble, meaning they are absorbed better in the presence of acid. Vinegar's natural acidity enhances the absorption of these compounds, allowing your body to take full advantage of the olive oil's anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Together, these ingredients reduce oxidative stress, a major contributor to plaque buildup and arterial damage. The combination doesn't just protect existing vessels, it helps restore them over time. Chronic inflammation, which steadily damages vessels, is significantly reduced, and the cells lining arteries become more flexible and efficient. To get the maximum benefit, the preparation and timing matter. The ideal approach begins with high-quality extra virgin olive oil, cold-pressed, rich in polyphenols, and stored in dark bottles to preserve its potency. The vinegar should be raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar that contains the mother, a natural substance rich in enzymes and beneficial compounds. The basic ratio that has proven effective in traditional practices is 3 parts olive oil to 1 part vinegar. Whisk the vinegar with a pinch of sea salt, then slowly blend in the olive oil to create a smooth emulsion. This mixture can be taken directly, diluted in water or herbal tea, or used as a dressing for salads, vegetables, or proteins. Timing also plays a role. Consuming this combination with your largest meal or on an empty stomach in the morning optimizes absorption and enhances blood sugar regulation. For some men, spreading intake into 2 smaller doses mid-morning and mid-afternoon maintains steady levels of beneficial compounds throughout the day. Over weeks, this practice stabilizes energy, supports digestion, and begins a subtle but meaningful improvement in circulation. In the next part, I'll guide you through the long-term benefits you can expect, practical ways to include this combination into daily routines, and specific considerations for senior men to safely and effectively reap its full potential. With consistent use of the olive oil and vinegar combination, the benefits become increasingly noticeable over time. In the first few weeks, many men experience subtle improvements in energy, digestion, and a general sense of circulation moving more smoothly. Meals feel lighter, blood sugar remains more stable, and afternoon fatigue that often plagues older men begins to fade. By the 1 to 2 month mark, these improvements become more pronounced. Blood pressure readings may trend lower, reflecting enhanced arterial flexibility and reduced vascular stress. Endothelial function, the ability of blood vessels to relax and respond appropriately, continues to improve, laying the foundation for healthier circulation throughout the body. The effects on male function are often observed within 2 to 4 months of consistent use. Men report more reliable responses, better tissue health, and an overall sense of vitality. These improvements are not simply temporary boosts, they reflect genuine restoration of blood vessel function, enhanced nitric oxide production, and the reduction of chronic inflammation that may have been building for decades. Even for men with existing cardiovascular challenges or arterial plaque, meaningful improvements are achievable with persistence. While longer timelines may be needed, 6 months to a year, the results are sustainable because they address the root causes of vascular decline rather than merely masking symptoms. Safety and practical considerations are important, especially for senior men who may be on medications. Vinegar can lower blood sugar, so men taking diabetes medications should monitor their levels closely. The combination also has mild blood-thinning properties, which should be taken into account if you are using anticoagulants or antiplatelet medications. Men with reduced stomach acid may actually benefit from the vinegar, as it aids digestion and nutrient absorption. To protect dental health, it's wise to rinse your mouth after consumption or use a straw to minimize contact with teeth. Starting with smaller doses and gradually increasing allows your body to adapt comfortably. Incorporating this mixture into daily life can be both simple and enjoyable. Use it as a salad dressing, a marinade for lean proteins, or drizzle it over roasted vegetables. Even warm broths can serve as a delivery method, allowing you to reap benefits while enjoying your meals. Experimenting with different types of vinegar, such as red wine or balsamic, provides variety while maintaining polyphenol and organic acid content. Preparing a larger batch in a glass jar makes consistent daily use easy, and shaking it before use ensures the mixture remains well combined. The broader message is that this is a natural, accessible, and practical strategy for supporting long-term vascular health. It is inexpensive, widely available, and safe when used thoughtfully. Beyond olive oil and vinegar, overall lifestyle choices, balanced diet, regular movement, stress management, and sufficient sleep enhance and complement the effects of this simple practice. For senior men, the combination serves as a cornerstone, creating a strong foundation upon which other healthy habits can build. It leverages traditional wisdom validated by modern research, offering a real and lasting way to support blood flow, vascular health, and male vitality. Gentlemen, this is not about quick fixes or temporary solutions. It is about supporting your body's natural capacity for repair, maintaining flexibility, and restoring function that you may have assumed was lost. With patience, consistency, and the right approach, meaningful improvements are achievable at any age. Extra virgin olive oil and apple cider vinegar, when combined thoughtfully and consumed consistently, represent one of the most effective natural interventions for supporting circulation, vascular health, and male performance. This simple daily practice empowers your body to function at its best, allowing energy, confidence, and vitality to return steadily and sustainably. Your vascular health is not predetermined by age. It can be nurtured, restored, and maintained. Gentlemen, take this knowledge, integrate it into your daily life, and give your body the support it deserves. Here's to lasting health, stronger circulation, and renewed vitality.